Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Souls Unboxing. If you'd like to know what plastic model kit we'll be reviewing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button. We've recently bought and assembled a new Gunpla kit that we'll love to review with all of you. And this is what we'll be reviewing this week. MGSD Wing Gundam Zero EW from Bandai Namco and Bandai Spirits. But before that, let me take away the box first. For those who have been following our channel for our model kit reviews, you should know that I will usually do the final assembly with all of you first, as it's quite a therapeutic journey. But I have to do the review a little bit differently this time, and I'll explain shortly, so we'll just keep the parts separated like this for the time being. This is actually the third MGSD model kit being released, and we reviewed the first MGSD Freedom Gundam about a year ago. If you missed that review video or any of our model kit reviews, you can always check out the links below. I know some of you might be saying, hey, you didn't get MGSD Gundam Barbatos. And you're damn right. I'm still trying to convince myself to get one, but so far Bandai Spirits still haven't released the other forms for Barbatos except from third-party manufacturers, so I'm still on the fence. Anyways, let's go back to our MGSD Wing Gundam Zero EW. If you watched me unbox the GFF MC Wing Gundam EW early color version before, you'll realize that Wing Gundam and its variations are one of my all-time favorites, apart from RX-782 and Unicorn Gundam. Wing Gundam Zero EW is known for its signature feather-like wings, twin buster rifles, as well as transformation gimmicks, and this little model kit has included all of these features. But if I assembled everything already, it's hard to check and appreciate all the different mechanics they've built in this kit, so it's easier to explain when they are separated. Just like the MGSD Freedom Gundam, MGSD Gundam Barbatos, and most of the MG model kits before it, the Wing Gundam also has a full inner frame inside. So if you want to showcase the inner frame or prepare for the clear version to come out, it'll give you a chance to do so. I tried to do a time-lapse video on putting the outer armor pieces over the inner frame, but I was struggling to put on some parts, especially the blue side armors on the chest, so I have to ditch the idea. And talking about the inner frame, they use both dark gray parts and metallic gloss injection parts like the head, shoulders, and even the two bigger wings with the outer armor separating gimmicks to reveal the inner frame underneath. That's why we can see through the ears, peek inside the shoulders, and the two bigger wings like this. We'll come back to the wings in a while. I didn't paint the metallic parts to avoid ruining the color and texture, but they look pretty good in their original color already. Besides the more exposed mechanical parts, they also use clear green parts in head and eye sensors and the chest part to show the mechanical features inside. It may be hard to see in video, but if you look closely, we can see that they are not as plain as the MG models thanks to the disproportions. And to be faithful to the original MS design, we can pull the cockpit hatch to show the pilot seat, which is pretty detailed, but there's no hero UI inside. Well, not a big deal, as we seldom show the pilots inside our MG models anyways. The shoulder cannons can also be displayed, and when we lift the cover, it will extend the cannons easily. Let's put the chest part aside and have a look at the arms. So double joints for the arms have been employed, allowing them to bend pretty close to 180 degrees at the elbow. The fingers are also separated, although the last 3 fingers are joined together with only 2 ball joints, so we can't really separate them with a craft knife like the MG Bigger Brothers. But there is a hole in the palms. They allow Wing Gundam to hold weapons pretty securely. Next comes the legs. Similar to the SD counterparts, legs are much shorter and rounder, but it's filled with different gimmicks. We can slide armor for the thighs when we are bending, like this. And they also use a splitting shin armors, so when we want to bend the knee joints, like this, they can be bent much closer to 180 degrees and at the same time displaying the metallic parts in the knees. 2 joints are used for the feet for more natural kneeling pose, so they can be moved like this. Pretty impressive. Now let's go back to the wings. Just like how we know Wing Gundam Zero, it comes with 1 pair of big wings and 1 pair of smaller wings. The most recognizable feature should be the little feathers at the end, and Bandai Spirits has recreated the flow of the feathers with individual joints that we can position them easily. At first glance, the big wings look all white, but like we've shown you a while ago, when we separate the parts like this, we can not only see the metallic gloss parts in here, but also clear blue parts with cat's eye-like texture under for the reflective effects under the lights. This is also specific to this MGSD kit and not even present in the MG model. For the smaller pair, we can also extend and expand like this, which is crucial for both posing and the transformation into new bird form. Now let's turn our attention to the accessories. We have a pair of beam saber handles in here, and the green saber effect parts, a shield where the 2 yellow wings can be moved in tandem. So let me just move it. Oh, here you go. And more importantly, the twin buster rifles. The barrels of the twin buster rifles can be extended, and it can be as tall as Wing Gundam itself, if not taller, even after extending the barrels. And of course, they can be combined together. Alright, here comes the most exciting part. Final assembly of the Gunpla kit. Let's begin. Okay, we have the fully assembled Wing Gundam Zero EW in here. The MS is still mainly in red, blue, and white tricolor, but I found that it looks pretty bland with just all white armor if I stick with the original color scheme, so I sprayed some parts in light gray in various places like in here, 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 to make it more three-dimensional and pop out a little more. I also used 2 different colors for the panel lines, or you may say 3 if you count the red lines for the beam saber handles too. However, I only used the included plastic decals throughout the MS. For sure, they are not as thin as the slide decals, and there are actually many third-party ones out there, but the included ones are good enough for me. And since they have extra decals left, I tried not to waste them and apply more to more relevant places, like the wings, and arms. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the end results and the whole model kit. It will surely join my MGSD Freedom Gundam in my cabinet. So that's it for this episode of Cells Unboxing. If you enjoyed this review video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below and share with others who love Gunpla. Bandai Spirits have already announced the next MGSD model kit to be MGSD Gundam Aerial, and it'll be released in August this year. We'll surely get our hands on that one, so stay tuned when the review video drops. And of course after I finish building it. In the meantime, let's have a spin of this Wing Gundam Zero EW on the turntable. See you all next time. Happy building, everyone.